All right, thanks again for joining me for this definitely entirely live stream of the game that is happening right now. Um,
in At this very moment. No problem, D. Thanks for having me.
yep. So this is a set between Calavontis and Feathers. Mysteriously, I'm not in the TTS room. Don't worry about that. It's fine. But yes, this is part of the Defenders of Earth events. We're determining who will be the champions to defend Earth against alien invasion. We don't know the aliens format, so each team must contain one character from each of seasons 1 through 7. We will be unusually privileged with vision of one player's hands during this particular recording session, or perhaps cursed. I'm not sure.
Looking forward to calling all of the mix-ups from the player whose hand we can see.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if it's going to make this like more or less interesting, where it's like I know what the options are, but like now I'm going, wait, but why did you play that? I would have played
I
this.
feel
I don't
I feel like
understand.
in this situation it gives us like it automatically confers a perspective, right? Like we're going to be talking about this sort of by default from Calavontis's perspective because that's whose hand we can see. And
Yeah.
so that gives us like some opportunity to look into his mindset a little bit more, which can be interesting. I feel like we also have to kind of remember to, as I will have to remember to also call things from Feather's
Yeah.
perspective because it
As a
wouldn't
note,
be my default.
conveniently, the matchup is Sagat versus Ryu, so we were going to see Calavontis' cards anyway, right? They'll all be
Oh,
face
that's
up.
a really good point.
Yeah. Sagat's ability, when you initiate, you may set your attack face up if you do +1 speed. Obviously, the initiate only is because on defense, there's no drawback for being face up. Your opponent's already set their attack in 99.9% of cases. Ryu's ability as an action, you may move one. And this is a classic matchup both in Exceed and in Street Fighter, from what I understand. Like Ryu
Oh
Sagat
yeah,
is age old.
this was one of the very first matches I ever played in Exceed, as a matter of fact.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, Ryu, a potent, broadly defensive character, albeit not at all required to play defensively. Lots of advantage, lots of stats, lots of guard. And although guard might sound like a defensive stat, it generally helps you to be more aggressive.
Right.
And Sagat, a zoner, albeit not a zoner who is by any means helpless in close range. Has Tiger Knee, Tiger Uppercuts, quick backdash to step to range 3, which is not a super long range as zoning goes, and also tends to jump back in, notably with Tiger Destruction, that infamous Ultra, which says 175, but it means 186. Speed 6, power 8 at range 3 or 4. Sagat going first and preparing, alright. This is a very diverse hand. It's got Tiger Shot in it, but no discard pile yet. That's a projectile that he'll often be happy to use early to push Ryu out. No longer safe, would now lose cleanly to Hadouken.
I saw Calavontis keeping dive in that opening hand. I have to assume for tech.
Yep,
That
traditionally, both players are going to tech an Ultra Boost here, which is Way of the Warrior, and is Ryu's Ultra Boost, that's his +2 power, +2 speed. Swift Destruction is Sagat's Ultra Boost, that he's +4 speed. Of course, you can play on that assumption. If you believe your opponent is assuming that and you don't actually plan to do that. And similarly, but players might just choose not to boost that if they think the opponent is holding their techs for that, right? You can win every other boost war if their opponent never plays tech.
right.
Considering a face-up assault at speed
So,
6.
for example, that light that Ryu put down turn one absolutely is tech bait in any like if it wasn't Ryu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we're going on D's logic here, Sagat has that tech in hand ready to go and isn't immediately mashing it because he's waiting for that Way of the Warrior, and that just gives Feathers a free light.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also seems to be considering whether to play Swift Destruction to say I'm winning this boost war unless my opponent has tech, and if they do, then I'm down a lot of resources. Okay, is doing that. Discard. Yep, there's the tech. Okay.
Immediately.
Yep. Not a terrible surprise at the outcome there. Spin to low step kick. That makes sense. That's generally usually it's Sagat's lowest value special.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 printed power. You have to critical for it to ignore guard. It's not really great. All right. Face down strike. Okay.
What could it be?
So, face down striking into the sweep, but with defend in play, or into the light with defend in play, Like, that does read like assault, because that's what covers the spike.
Right.
Nothing covers the dive, but you also don't expect Ryu to play dive. We've already seen that he's holding his techs for
Yeah.
valuable cases.
And there's one already gone. Okay, so that's both sweeps down on Ryu's side then.
Yep. Sagat erring on his discard order, but it probably won't matter much. But yeah, no sweeps for Ryu. Fortunately for Ryu, he's not short of guarded attacks. He's got 1-inch punch, Tatsu, donkey kick, lots of printed guard to work with.
He'll do just fine. And also not short on speed boosts, so he's not going to miss that light too much either.
Yep. Sagat with 2 low tiger shots. So preparing at range 1 generally suggests that he is comfortable here, either because he has a bunch of normals or because he has, one good normal like focus that he's just fine to play in any situation. Could also suggest that he wants to set up a quick backdash sequence but doesn't have the resources for it. What a hand. Yeah, you're right. I can't not look at this hand. I'm like, that.
Yeah.
All 4 tiger shots, right? Too low, too high. I would certainly want to quick backdash and tiger shot, but that's actually kind of mediocre here, especially with that defend in play. It just won't stun anything.
Yeah, and even a range 3 tiger shot, against a lot of characters is basically just a guaranteed combat win.
Yep.
When it's face up, there's no normals that beat it. But Ryu having Tatsu makes a face up tiger shot actually quite risky almost any time.
Yep. You have to start at range 4, and Ryu with gauge means that you can't even rely on a range 4 face up because you're only speed 5 and his critical Hadouken.
You just have Hadouken.
Yep.
Yeah, it gets awkward very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Ryu doubling down on this boost war. Guard is good at confirming power. It's going to be pretty difficult for Sagat to do anything super meaningful. He can't set up like a range 3 face-up dive because that, again, could just fall prey to critical Hadouken. I think he has to play kind of this is strange to say, right? I think Sagat has to play honestly instead of striking face up.
Honestly.
Which you would think would be very honest, but no. That's truthful. That's not honest.
Right. No, fair point. Yeah, no bonus stats.
Yeah. Because it's just probably not worth the risk. Hard game. Yeah, this is valid.
Quick backdash is take another action, not strike, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas terrifying is... thank you, Kala, for hovering that. Terrifying is range 1, the opponent discards 2 random cards, now strike. Yep, yeah, there you go. Thanks, Kala. Yeah, just perfect. Good timing.
Yeah, I feel like the terrifying play is so compelling whenever you're at range 1, but with Feathers having a very healthy hand size and Calavontis not really having a particularly great, honestly, like no range 1 punish at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very, like, I would not wild swing into that terrifying, although I do have a defend down. So maybe it's a little safer than I'm giving it credit for.
Yeah, if I play terrifying, I would wild swing and just hope that Ryu lost whatever his most reliable tool in hand is. Unfortunately, there's still a decent amount of reliability to go around between Tatsu, Donkey Kick, just a regular old-fashioned assault here.
Definitely. Especially with defend and fierce down. All right, so we got a quick backdash.
There's QBD, take another action. Now he could just like prepare. Oh, okay, face up.
Okay, EX type. I can see that. No, that's super legitimate to cover the Hadouken if you really, really want gauge.
Yeah, it ensures that the Hadouken exactly could at best trade. It does let Ryu trade with anything he wants because that is only 4 power. Whoa, a wild swing.
Interesting.
I definitely thought that Ryu had something that would hit at range 3, but evidently not. Range 3 or 4, depending. But yeah, that's 3 damage. That's a lot of resources. I think probably Sagat forgot to draw a card. I will decline to step in and correct them.
Right.
But yeah, that's a great strike for Sagat. Like, now he has 3 gauge. He has Tiger Destruction online. He can exceed, set up range 3 again, which admittedly not the most impressive hand for it. But Sagat exceeding is kind of like taking the change cards and move actions at the same time, but slightly better. So it's
and also getting bonus power for later in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. which actually does.
So suddenly having a one Tiger Shot going down from 4 in one very explosive turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's still quick backdash. Very notable. Like, that quick backdash is still a very notable boost. I kind of doubt we're ever going to see it drop on the premise that owning a low Tiger Shot makes Ryu not be willing to go to range and throw Hadokens at you. And
Yeah.
most people don't want Ryu to go to range and throw Hadokens at them. So letting the last one drop actually means that Ryu can zone Sagat, which really isn't supposed to happen here.
Yeah, I feel like you as Sagat, if you're started to feel the pressure to use that quick backdash, you start accelerating through your deck, looking for your ultras so that you can get some value, and then go for a reshuffle just to get those back online.
Yep. Yeah, Sagat notably has 2 great ultra boosts, only one of which costs force. So the typical tech bait is Swift Destruction, but the other one is also fantastic. That's massive. +1 maximum range, +2 armor, +2 guard. Allows you to be very consistent against a lot of things. This has got to be a tempting time to Terrifying. It's also, very alliterative, so it's fun to say.
Very true.
Not sure what I would pay. I guess an initiating sweep is reasonably likely to trade. It only really gets crushed by Donkey Kick, but boy does it get crushed by Donkey Kick.
With Fierce down, yeah. That's dicey. And Feathers responding to the quick backdash play from Sagat by immediately boosting Run to come back into range 1, clearly very interested in keeping the fight at this range.
Mm-hmm.
So interested, in fact, that he was willing to boost both copies of Fierce. So not even crutching on the fast side of the mix-up, is confident that he's got other things to do at range 1.
Yeah, sure you can. Has redundancy with the fast side of the mix-up if he's defending specifically.
Right, true.
But yeah, that is notable. And actually, that he wild swing at range 3 and then immediately close to range 1 is both tell us that the shape of Ryu's hands can't be all that impressive at range. This might be quick backdash light. It's just that does put a low Tiger Shot down, but it also says I have plus speed. If you don't do something about that, I'm gonna have 4 gauge, and then your Hadoken is not going to deal with my ultra.
Right.
Looking like we're considering the Terrifying. I'd say it's broadly in Ryu's interest to be the beatdown here, because he starts out with better stats than Sagat. Sagat wants to exceed to throw his slightly less reactable stats, and the power break one actually can matter against a decent number of Ryu's cards, right? 4 guard on Tatsu, 4 guard on Donkey Kick. I expect that Sagat wants to exceed, and that Ryu is going to try to end the game with an ultra. I know, hot takes here, right? It's Ryu, as if I'm saying anything. Pays the force. Oh, spins from Cage.
Okay, so going below exceed.
Gets an ultra out of hands and an assault.
Ultra and an assault. Okay.
And plays probably just the grass, trying to make sure you don't lose the game to a Donkey Kick. Pretty bad trade here. You will hit for 1 and take 6. All right.
And that goes a pretty decent way towards explaining why Ryu was comfortable playing at range 1 with that focus down.
Yeah, probably just drew that Hadouken, given you didn't play it earlier. And once again, boosting power. +2 power, +1 armor. Ryu making it as hard as possible for Sagat to throw something that is actually safe and also that doesn't get destroyed on a bad trade. Both players prepare. Yeah, so we can see that there's a quick backdash Tiger Cannon. Well, there's not 3 gauge, but if you quick backdash into Tiger Cannon, the problem is that you then don't have another low Tiger Shot to capitalize. So Sagat's 4th gauge would be nice, but I actually think it's more valuable for him to exceed. Though keeping 3 around is fine. If he draws Tiger Destruction, then he can have a quick backdash into Tiger Destruction setup, and that's also good. Quick backdash doing a lot of work as enabling a bunch of snap plays from Sagat, who normally plays more traditional, more slower paced, neutral. More slower paced? Yeah, no, I'm keeping that. Sticking with that. It's more slower. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Okay. Sagat takes 6.
Keep dancing with the one who brought you, I guess.
Yeah, Ryu, 3 armor this time, and still 6 power. now has a 9 life lead, but Sagat does have 4 gauge. Alright, boosting light. Probably not going to see the tech here. I'm actually not sure that Ryu has any slows left, though. Well, I guess there's Tatsu, potentially EX Tatsu.
There's Tatsu and I think one 1-inch punch.
Yes.
But all sweeps and focuses are down.
Yep. Yeah, so notably, we are starting to get to the point where if Sagat can be faster, he can win. And Sagat can be faster. Like, not always, but most of the time, given how his ability works. And of course, right now with light in play, Sagat is faster. Yeah,
I feel like the one thing that Ryu's got that can shore up that weakness, again, except against light or a swift destruction, is that we have both Ways of the Warrior still alive in Feather's deck somewhere.
Yep. So one of the ways to deal with the tech baits phenomenon, where players can hold their dives to deal with your big boosts, is to use hand information boosts, right? So reading over there could have said, actually, I'm certain that my opponent's holding on to dive, waiting for Way of the Warrior. Let's reading dive, throw a donkey kick, and punish the heck out of them. But with both foci down, that threat is not real, so there's actually really no drawback in Sagat just holding this dive for when it's going to be the highest value.
Right. And I mean, in fairness to Feathers, the definitely utility in using the play that you described, but it's hard to say that he didn't get value out of those two focus.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
plays.
Obviously those were excellent. Yeah, that was a one of multiple viable ways to use focus. Focus is a very good card. All right,
definitely.
Draw 2, retreat up to 2, draw for an turn. Gonna get to do some filtering here, or not?
Not okay. Maybe considering spending some cards in hand first to. Okay.
Yeah, just backdash or backstep the old-fashioned way. Not a quick backdash, a slow backdash. Yeah. Okay, draws Tiger Destruction. That's solid here. Currently looking at a speed 7, power 7 for 2 gauge. That's pretty good.
Pretty good into a character who doesn't have any slows left.
Yep.
Or any focuses rather.
Yeah, and with only one Hadouken, Ryu would have to initiate with a critical Hadouken like right now to outspeed that, right?
Yeah, with Swift up, you're winning the speed tie at that point.
I'm guessing that we'll see another speed boost from Ryu, or if not, actually going to range 2 is fine. He's threatening Shoryuken, and at range 2, Tiger Destruction is not very impressive.
Yeah, Sagat really, I feel like, has a fairly pronounced weakness at range 2, right? Like, is fine being very close, is fine being very far away, has the mid range on lock with Tiger Shot when it's up. Range 2 is a little bit dicey for him.
Yeah, it is. I would say it's the weakest of Sagat's ranges, and the main thing that he has going for him is that, unlike many characters, if he plays cross, he wins, and if his opponent plays cross, he wins.
True.
So
yeah, as long as that low Tiger Shot is still alive.
Yeah, specifically the range 2 dynamic favors him in that one regard, but that's pretty much the only range 2 advantage he has. Like, his specials are, I mean, Tiger Uppercut works, but Tiger Uppercut is a card that he almost never actually wants to play. In my opinion, as either side, I actually don't really like playing Terrifying. I think it's usually not worth it. But, what? Oh, okay. I thought we were going to see a run for 1, which would be really funny for Mio. But yes, running forward to range 1. Makes sense. I mean, we still have 1-inch. We might still have Donkey... I mean, we definitely still have Donkey Kick, but like, we might have a Donkey Kick or an EX Donkey Kick.
Yeah, Donkey Kick. Both Donkey Kicks are live. There is still... he's 1 gauge away from being able to threaten Metsu Shoryuken. One of those is still around, too.
Yep. Looking like a Swift Destruction to declare victory in the boost war unless there's another tech around. But not so sure. Yeah, Sagat obviously wants out of the corner. Without a focus in hand, though, like, walking out of the corner might just result in him being... well, actually, wait. I think... Are both grass down on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, he could just walk out of the corner and Ryu wouldn't be able to easily get him back into it, except by stepping over him.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there's Way of the Warrior. Alright, that's going to get teched instantly, I'm quite sure.
Paid with a Donkey Kick, too.
Ooh. Interesting. Oh. What's this? We might not be teching. Alright.
Be upping the boost war advantage. What are you playing to capitalize with that Swift Destruction at this range?
I mean...
Not anything in your hand.
In your hand, yeah. I guess. So I guess the benefit of this is that having that speed really emphatically says I'm getting my spite bonus, right? The spite is plus. Oh, okay. Spite is +1 speed hit at this gauge, and obviously confirming the gauge would be excellent. Okay. I will say this: instantly teching the high value boost is often correct and never really an insane idea. If you can win the strike without doing that, obviously do that.
Sure.
But I did not see a way that was going to happen. So yeah, here we have the tech. Sagat now up by 2 speed. And down by power, but yeah, and also does not have the hand to capitalize, but that's okay. That means his deck will capitalize. Let's see. I think there's a Tiger Uppercut left. I'm pretty sure there's a Tiger Wing left.
There's both of those. Both the Tiger Destructions are in his hand. He's got a sweep. He's got there's another focus in his deck somewhere.
There should be crosses, right? Those are...
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a cross anywhere on Calavontis' side.
Okay. Yeah, obviously the reason he's still in the corner is because he hasn't drawn it yet. But at the same time, like, if Ryu tries to contest the speed by just going fast, like, cross will poke him out.
Sure.
If Ryu tries to guard... Actually, with Grasp down, what beats 1-inch punch?
It would be a... I mean, I don't even think he has a dive anymore to get out of the way of it. Yeah, not much.
Not much.
With
Tiger Destruction dodges, I guess, but yeesh.
1-inch punch with Swift Up also beats Focus.
Yep, sure does.
Cleanly. Yeah, because it's an ignore armor.
Alright, Ryu reshuffling with both Focus is still engaged. I'm a little surprised by that. Focus is just a high value card. I don't normally see it, left here. Not that I would blame the Ryu in this case, because like it's better than getting rid of the gauge when you're at 3 gauge. Like,
sure.
He's good ultras. Alright. He also probably wanted his techs back at the very least. Massive. Sagat now has +1 max range, +2 armor, +2 guard, and +2 speed. Sorry, +3 speed. But net +2 because Ryu also has speed.
Waiting for the next massive so that he can play dive.
Maybe so. That would be really funny. Feels like a waste of a Tiger Destruction, but it would get him out of the corner. And confirm the
spite. Dive out of the corner, exceed into start throwing low Tiger shots.
I can see that. Yeah. Now, right now, I think he's suggesting if he still has an assault, then he's suggesting assault. I don't remember if he does. Otherwise, Tiger knee probably is the.
I think his assaults are gone. Because we saw one backdash. I think he paid for another one for something.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No Tiger Uppercut. Surprised that was called. That is not a threatening attack here at all. I guess he was worried about the boost.
Yeah, maybe afraid of terrifying. It is terrifying.
True. It is terrifying. All right. Well, Sagat with the turn here, but not a lot to do with it? Okay, I was half expecting just a parry to get information, like call an ultra, and then if you're wrong, you see the hand, and if you're right, you get an ultra out of the way. But no, just prepared. Yeah, not afraid of having those no normals around because Ryu cannot threaten reading.
Right, both focuses engage kind of limits that play.
I'm really not sure if there's a... I guess sweep with extra range is solid in that it catches cross, which matters a lot for a lot of characters. I don't think it's super important to Sagat because like I said, if the opponent crosses, he usually wins. Strike. Okay. Not crit though, so not 1-inch.
Probably not 1-inch, yeah.
I guess you can play it on... I often play it on crit, but I think in this board state I would not play it on crit. In this board state I would want that armor because I'm expecting a trade.
+3 speed and massive online. You're imagining that this is going to be a fairly strong hit back from Sagat if he feels like it. Although Sagat has not reshuffled yet. Feathers might have a read on some holes in his defense.
Yeah, okay. Oh, dives out. It is.
There's a dive, yeah. Okay. Get out of there.
And it does occur to me now, maybe the reason to parry the Tiger Uppercut was because a critical Tiger Uppercut would have beaten 1-inch there. It would push it away.
Oh, true, yeah. No, I always forget that it doesn't have... it's not actually focused, despite having, like, 8 defenses.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, 1-inch just loses to grass most of the time. Alright, so got out of the corner. I think it's looking a lot better for him. Still down 9 life, but the board state is a big deal. He still has a Tiger Distraction, still has a low Tiger Shot, still has, I think, 2 crosses.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think all of that is correct. Honestly, I feel like Feathers is probably feeling pretty good about the decision to reshuffle a couple of turns ago at this point with Sagat out of the corner, because you can't close it out very easily now.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryu's options are not narrow the way they would have been otherwise. At the same time, 2 focuses in a sweep engage, and now a Tatsu down, and a 1-inch. Like, Ryu is really strapped for slows.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, 1 sweep and 1-inch and 1 Tatsu. And I guess 2 donkey kicks, which has guard on it, but it usually isn't slow. Ryu walks in. Is this just cross? Like, as in, I would expect Sagat to be striking with cross here.
Face up cross to catch for sure you can.
Do it face down. You already got +2 speed in play.
Oh, right, yeah, he's got a light down.
Yeah, like, if you don't need the face up, then you do it face down so that your opponent might misplay. Is, like, the premise there. Calling Hadouken, probably. Yep. Just so they won't regret it if they do cross out.
That makes a lot of sense. Although
I really don't think they would regret it anyway because of low Tiger Shot. Oh, Metsu.
Yeah, low Tiger Shot with a 9 life deficit. I still think low Tiger Shot probably just wins that Fireball war, right?
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Hadouken, the special, not Metsu Hadouken, just to be explicit. Good to be clear. Oh, that's a hand. 4 shurikens, dive and assault. And the reading thread is very online in this direction. But Ryu probably is going to be reluctant to get rid of both those normals. Like, if it was just dive, you could tech that speed boost and you'd be feeling pretty okay about where you were. Getting rid of both dive and assaults. Okay, that is what's happening though. Yep, change cards too. Saying I'm not willing to lose to reading at this point in time.
So earlier we had all 4 Tiger Shots in hand on Sagat's side. Now we have all 4 Shoryuken in hand on Ryu's side.
Yep. Okay. I think last Ultron on Sagat's side of the table, at least for this shuffle.
Yep, I believe so.
It felt excessive. I'm not really sure why to do that. I guess if the goal is Tiger Knee.
Yeah, I feel like your win condition here, Sagat, is to start leveraging the long side of the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't immediately see the value in massive here. I guess if you're expecting to have to trade anyway, then that armor is valuable because you are down 9 life. You need to make that difference up. Ryu probably reluctant to get rid of the Metsu Shoryukens, but they're not doing him much good right now.
Okay. Yeah, God, getting rid of important ultras on the second go round through your deck is always so scary, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I do it too in this situation, just because you need cards. Key charge. Okay, so now they're online.
Yep. Albeit they're not at the right range. Okay. Surely now across, but then that doesn't leverage the massive, so no, probably not. I'm just not sure what it is. Tiger Knee, maybe? Tiger Uppercut would be funny, but like I think maybe Sagat has a spike left. I know I'm certain at least one is down, but
I don't believe he does.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
You're looking for the range 4 spike to cover the corner there?
Yeah, I'm thinking Ryu has no reason to play anything of value on this next strike because it's just going to be a cross. So if I think Ryu's going to throw away something like a block or just wild swing, what do I do? And if my opponent's wild swinging, a 5 speed range 2 to 4 spike with 2 armor and 6 guard is quite good.
That feels pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Is there background music in this video?
I'm not hearing it through the stream. Let me see if I can. I'm going to
Yeah, no, it's...
boost the audio a bunch. Yes, there is.
Huh. I only just noticed that. Well, hopefully that's quiet enough that it's not a problem. We're just gonna turn that down a bit more. Okay. Defend from Ryu. I was expecting him to go to range 1. At least there he's threatening the mix-up. At range 2, again, I just don't... Oh, well, no, wait, sorry. Never mind. Now at range 2, he does have an answer to cross, because with defend in play, cross is very answerable by Ryu's projectiles.
Yeah, he can chase it down, he can call it out directly. He wouldn't even need to call it out if Sagat was face up with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure what Sagat's setting up. It is nice to have, like, this much of an advantage about to go into reshuffle. It is just not nice to be down 9 life with no clear plan about how to recoup that. I could see a reshuffle here. Sorry, no, I'd say an exceed here.
Just to back up and draw through the rest of your deck?
Well,
or draw through your 0 card deck.
Yeah, and in particular to push some of those things in that gauge into my reshuffle like efficiently.
True. That's some okay. Oh, hold on.
My opponent has no focuses, only one sweep. I would like to have my grasp back. All right, we have a reading and it's critical.
So that
naming cross. And critical, going to win the speed tie.
Oh,
that's not a speed tie.
Okay.
That's a...
with the defend up. Oh, no.
I guess they crit in case it failed. And yes, Ryu's defend, not stuns. So
yeah, so you get the retreat. Oh, man.
Okay, that was a hefty punish. That's the kind of thing Sagat needs to get back in this.
Ryu
should now be in a hurry to advance because low tiger shot's going to be dominant if he doesn't do something about this fast.
And he's got tons of force.
Yeah.
His Hadouken can't even reach this far.
Correct. Yeah, 1 space forward and he could trade with his regular Hadouken. 2 spaces forward and Metsu Hado is online. So I think we're going to see walk 2 by spending a Metsu Shoryuken. I wouldn't mind seeing a walk 4 by spending both of them.
Agreed. Yeah, just corner him and keep the pressure off from ever having to deal with low tiger shot in the first place. Because Sagat right now, like, he wants to punish, but he also, there it is, he also wants to reshuffle. Yeah. And keeping the pressure on to keep him from being able to do anything like that safely is I feel like a very strong play.
Yep. And Ryu knows the hand. Like we just saw, like it's the bottom of Sagat's deck, so the hand is known, and this hand is not anything at range 3. Like it's quite bad. So we are going to see the draw 2 retreats. Draw for in a turn. Now, at least, Sagat is threatening his 7 power speed 5 ultra. Of course, Ryu was also threatening his. Oh, move 1, strike. I would love to see a Metsu Hadouken here. Though if that's the case, Tiger Uppercut does absorb the damage to some extent. Wild Swings, invalidate that.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, that Tiger Destruction, excellent attack, but not, when it's outsped, and Ryu got to initiate. Gonna pay something? Looking pretty reluctant to throw away the armor. Okay, yeah, throws away 1 Tiger Uppercut. Ryu with advantage here at range 1, still with the life lead. Striking. Interesting. I'm pretty sure we know that 2 of the 3 cards in hand were Shoryuken, so this is probably the other one, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Donkey Kick, push 2, gain advantage. Hits for 3 Sagats, did not crits, hits back for 4. Still Ryu's advantage. So the hand is EX Shoryuken. Shoryuken? Yeah, Shoryuken. Yeah.
Pretty solid uses of Tiger Uppercut there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absorb. I mean, one is force, which is always how I like to spend it, and the other is like pay 3 armor against virtually anything, and if not, then 4 damage, right?
Right. Yeah, being able to trade into a Donkey Kick honestly always kind of feels good.
Yep. Yeah, and when Tiger Uppercut trades, like trades the way that it wants to. It's a 7 Delta special. It just usually isn't that. All right, yeah. So got in a hurry to get out of the corner. Makes sense. So Ryu, probably very cognizant there's another cross, is not likely to just try to throw Metsu Hadakin because that would be pretty greedy. But if he really doesn't believe that Sagat has it,
I also think that Ryu is out of. Oh, never mind. He has one Tatsu left. I'm pretty sure. So that Tiger Shot in Sagat's hand is not completely safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like... Heh. Yeah. So no Hadokins in the discard pile. There are some fun plays that could happen here, right? So a critical assault or a critical spike, or even a critical dive, would all invite the low Tiger Shot response, and then destroy it.
Right.
All right, we instead have a walk action, removing to range 1 by paying 2 gauge. No longer has access to Metsu Hadakin, which I think both copies remain, but I'm not sure.
Yep.
So
they do.
Looking for 1-inch punch. I'm not actually sure why. I guess he wants to play the focus. Yeah. Enjoy these discards, viewers. I guess that's one major advantage of watching from a player perspective is we can actually look at the discards because they're actually looking at the discards.
It definitely makes card tracking easier.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons that I've been able to be confident in what Calavontis still has live is because I occasionally see him mousing over discards.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Both players checking reuse discards. I mean, the funny thing about this, I'm not exactly sure if I would have gone to range 1 or range 2, but it is funny because I think we still know EX Shoryuken, meaning even if face-up cross is not safe.
Yep.
Maybe he wanted to face-up focus, and that's why he's uncomfortable with the continued existence of 1-inch punch. Okay.
Honestly, overhead. Okay. Oh God.
Overhead EX. That looks a lot like Grasp.
Yep. I think Grasp is the only thing left alive at this range. The only EX left.
Can't be Sweep because that's engage. Can't be Tatsu. Can't be 1-inch. Can't be an Ultra because there's no gauge. I think you're right. I think it is, yeah, literally Grasp, which is not really impressive when it's entirely known face up, etc. On the other hand, you're up by 6 life. This will deal 4 damage, gets you out to within, range of dying in 1 hit, and also build Ryu back to 3 meter. It might also put Sagat back in the corner, but it did not because focus was available. Okay, well now face up cross is safe, I believe. Quote unquote safe. It would put him in range of Metsu Hadakin on the following turn. Never mind.
Right.
That's not safe.
And unfortunately, he needs a speed boost first, and he can't do that because he can't have advantage when he's backing up.
Yeah. I guess.
There's okay.
Yeah, this means he can play the cross safely, even on defense, safely-ish. Tatsu is still an issue. Quick backdash Tiger Shot still only makes range 4. Would cost Ryu a lot of resources, but unfortunately Ryu will get to choose what those resources are if that happens. And, he'll keep 1 more. Oh, actually, but then that would keep the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind, you can't cross out. Okay. I was just thinking, right, or actually, could he cross out? I can't do this in my head. So if Sagat quick backdashes, plays Tiger Shot, pushes 1. Oh, then they're on starting positions. Okay, which means Metsu Hadakin won't hit. Because you can play cross to get out of it.
Yeah, to just get away.
Yeah. EX Metsu Hadakin.
Yeah, and then you don't have any Calavontis is reshuffled. You do have the threat of another low Tiger Shot. Ryu has to do something about that pretty quickly.
Yep.
And he's actually kind of running out of force at this point in his deck. He's got a lot of projectiles left, probably enough to close the game out. But if he doesn't, he needs to get back in, and he's running out of force to do it.
Yep. Yeah, I wonder if Sagat does quick backdash into face-up Tiger Cannon, if Ryu can do literally anything. Like, I think he has to block it. Oh,
No, can't
okay.
do that.
Well, block is down.
Gets rid of the cross.
Gets rid of the cross. Um,
Yeah, I kind of like the
quick backdash, tiger cannon, low tiger shot.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think.
Well, you need another low tiger shot, right?
Well. Oh wait, you're right. Yeah. And we haven't seen it yet, so it's
Yeah.
presumably in there, but not yet. Because that makes range. Let's see, 6.
You back up 2, you push 3. So Ryu's in the corner, yeah, and so Hadoken's still alive there. Metsu Hadoken isn't.
Yes. Although quick step Metsu is still
True.
a concern.
Yep. Is there another 1-inch alive? I'm not sure if there is.
I thought there was. I thought there was one left. Not sure of it.
Yeah, where would it have gone? I don't remember it being played, but for some reason I don't remember it. I don't feel like it's up. I'm not sure why.
That's fair. Quick backdash spike has some funny properties because it's speed 5, and I don't think Ryu has any crosses left. And then if Ryu does try to initiate with Metsu Hadoken, oh, there you go, it's down. You're right.
Okay.
You can respond with Tiger Cannon using it as a reversal, which is pretty rare, but like you could do that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's 6 speed. You kind of want to initiate with it because you're getting advantage, but hey, you're getting advantage by taking the next turn anyway.
Yep. So I think most of the plays I like here start with quick backdash, but I'm not sure what happens next.
Yeah.
Might just play defense. Walk 1.
Slow backdash.
Indeed. I think they might be looking for the resource starvation angle, saying Ryu's out of focuses. He can't initiate in a way that loses to Tiger Cannon. Therefore, he's going to keep coming in. And the farther we get through my deck, the better the chances that I draw the next thing that I need. Because most of the things that he needs are gone.
Right. Yeah, I can see it.
Here's the tech.
Yeah, Way of the Warrior getting teched.
I'm sure. Like, hasn't happened yet, but yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, draws into the other one just in case.
Draws another tech. Please do it again.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. I was hoping Metsu Hadoken was in the hand. Or, sorry, I was hoping EX Metsu was in the hand because I wanted to see EX Metsu Hadoken because it's a pretty effective and also very flashy way to end a game. Oh,
Very true.
There's only 2 gauge now, so never mind. That was not going to be the case to begin with. +2 speed, a much harder thing to tech when you know that Way of the Warrior exists. Can you initiate with Tiger Cannon safely? Speed 7, speed 8. No.
Speed 8, yeah, you can, I think.
I think if there's a Shuriken left, and that would be speed 9.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, there definitely is a Shoryuken left because we saw one overhead, and we know that Feathers was holding EX Shoryuken.
Yep. I guess we could see a reach play with Grasp. That would be speed 9. Oh, but Tatsu's still alive.
Yeah, and I... Yeah. Because even with Sagat Succeed mode power, the Grasp wouldn't be enough to break the Tatsu. Yep.
I kind of think it's going to be the tech, hoping that the Way of the Warrior was not drawn. Second Way of the Warrior, I guess. Looks like
kind of reverses the resource pressure you were talking about a second ago, though, right? That that tech goes away. Feather's still a little bit on the back foot to draw through the rest of his deck and get that Way of the Warrior, but now Sagat isn't on an infinite timer anymore because that Way of the Warrior comes out and it might be the end of the game.
It might be, though. I don't know how many dives Ryu has, and Swift Destruction still exists on this side.
True. I think there's at least one left.
Oh, that's gonna lose to Tiger Cannon.
Yeah, striking into +1 speed. No, Shoryuken's only a DP on defense.
Yeah, I guess it could be Tatsu, because...
Yeah, Tatsu, to get back to range 3, I guess?
Yeah, that's viable. Only one Tatsu remains, though, right?
Yep.
I feel like Ryu's gonna get pinned down by the low tiger shot. Um,
Yeah, I think you just throw the Tiger Cannon, because the other thing it could be is Cross, and you're outspeeding
yeah,
it.
speed that, yeah.
And Spike is live as well, but who cares?
Yeah, you're beating
You're
that.
pushing that out of the way.
Yeah, like
It's
yeah, I think the shape of this late game was determined by Ryu reshuffling with no focuses in his deck. I think that was just
true.
incredibly important.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like, he had some cool stuff, to be sure, but you can't be pushed or pulled is a really valuable effect against anybody who has cards shaped like Tiger Shot, the Tiger Shot, Tiger Cannon. Which, okay, I say that. That's not many characters. Against any zoner, I should say. Against anybody who has a dumb projectile, right? Not being able to be pushed out of the way.
But take what you just said and rewrite it in all caps for Sagat.
Yeah, like the one who literally has exactly these cards. Responding with Tiger Cannon, speed 7. It was Cross.
It was Cross. Interesting.
I guess that probably beat everything else. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm honestly like that's pretty close to game.
Sagat can hit once for 7 with low Tiger shots, but if he does, he trades down with Hadouken.
Did he? Yeah, he prepped at range though, and okay.
I was expecting Fierce here.
I feel like that. I feel like also Ryu does have a dive live. He doesn't want to use it because of Swift Destruction, but against low Tiger Shot, he can at least duck underneath it at this range.
True. Feather's asking permission to check the deck and then shuffle afterward.
Oh, Calavontis thinks he means reshuffled.
Yes. We are watching the misunderstanding in real time. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, as long as Ryo has Hadouken left, and I'm pretty confident he does.
Yep.
Sagat may actually be like playing to try to scrape by with Ryu not having enough cards to kill him.
Yeah, he has both Hadoukens live actually, so he can. I mean, you could throw the EX Hadouken if you really want to.
Yeah, don't think there's any value in doing that because I think Sagat's out of his crosses, so there's no way to EX cross in response. Doesn't have the gauge for a Tiger Cannon. If Sagat has a block, then I guess the concern is that he might gain gauge and then initiate Tiger Cannon, and then you're basically dead.
How do we feel about EX face up Tiger Shot? Deals 5, gets through Tatsu, catches
Outspeeds Hadouken.
Fast enough to catch the Hadouken, not the EX Hadouken.
Not the EX, yeah. I think that's a pretty reasonable call, and if you wanted to, like, I think what we actually see on Sagat's next turn is massive, pretty much no matter what Ryu does. Well, no, unless Ryu strikes right now. If Ryu strikes right now, that will probably change the face of things. But yeah, I think we'd probably see massive because I think Sagat's just trying to preserve his life until Ryu literally runs out of cards, which is going to be hard, but might be possible. If not for that, yeah, like in the case where Ryu strikes with a Hadouken and gets recurred. All right, Ryu strikes with one card, critical. We'll probably see a focus, right? Saying, I'm not going to die. Hey, look. Whether this was real is a fair question. Could in fact have been Tatsu to move in, anticipating...
Tatsu to get in.
Yeah, anticipating a focus response. Dive, anticipating a dive response. Or, sorry, dive, anticipating a low Tiger Shot response. But I think we will see the focus. No single card kills Sagat unless Sagat happens to, like, dive into a sweep, which I think is down. Or, yeah, something like that. And then on Sagat's turn, initiating with the face-up EX Tiger Shot does mean that Hadouken can't really be used in response, yeah. Burns a lot of resources from Ryu. The main question then is whether you can survive if Ryu does a initiating critical wild swing. Because at that point you'll be down to 4 life.
Yeah, that's where the massive would come in. Okay. Calls it hard. All right. Okay, so you're... Was that no crit from Calavontis' side?
I guess he wants to initiate with Tiger Cannon on the assumption Ryu will not have any armor. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Right.
I think EX Tiger Shot face up here is lethal. I don't think Ryu has any armor left. No blocks, no focuses, no 1 inches.
Okay. And Ryu, having spent the Hadouken, definitely can't play EX Crit Hadouken. Alright, well, if that's the case, then we are going to see either face up EX Tiger Shot or Tiger Cannon, you know, and they're basically the same here. They're going to be 5 power speed, 6-ish. Okay. So yeah, that's that Sagat, that Ryu gave Sagat the 4th gauge for Sagat's turn, and also now can't threaten EX Critical Hadouken. Probably secures it for Sagat, but what a very narrow finish. Yeah, Kyle's saying I don't think it actually matters since you have no block. Yeah, probably sees exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look for block. Look for focus. Look for 1 inch.
Yep.
I think you're gonna find all of them in discard.
All right. So, and as long as he throws a 5 power attack, even if Ryu has some EX that we haven't considered, so that there might be 1 point of stray armor.
1 armor. It's still enough.
It's
yeah.
Not, yeah. It won't do it.
2, 3, 4, 6. So kind of 22 cards in discard.
4 in deck, right?
2 more, 4 more. He's got what, 6 cards altogether. I don't think any of them are EXs. I think this is 100% guaranteed for Kala.
Okay. Well, that is how Sagat likes it to be. There is the face up Tiger Cannon, speed 7, power 5. Yep. There's the dive. Oh, he did have critical EX Hadouken in hands.
Yep.
Wait.
So honestly,
yeah. Oh, that was still only 5 power, though. It was still only 5 power. It wasn't enough. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, good games, though.
Yeah, he's talking about how he could have done the overhead, but it wouldn't have been enough. It would have just been 1 more damage.
Yep.
Whew, good game. All right.
Great game.
Yep. Gonna pause the recording and then start another one.
Okay.